And now to the news. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo says the government is encouraged by the innovation of young Nigerians and their resilience, stating that the country is on the right path and will continue to stand by, support and create opportunities for young Nigerians in micro, small and medium enterprises to grow and prosper. The Vice President stated this at the 4th Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Award night, which kept a week of activities marking the 2021 World MSME Day. State House correspondent Gideon Ifade reports.
Every day, every week, every month and year, the environment for micro, small and medium enterprises keeps getting better. And so it's the award to operators and stakeholders to further encourage them to do more to boost the economy and make life easier. Since its inauguration in 2018, the National Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Awards has grown in leaps and bounds.
Employ a good number of Nigerian young men and women, and all of them have worked very hard to develop their businesses. But today is not just about them. Of course, they are the winners, but it's also about the so many who obviously couldn't make even the top three, but are nevertheless very ingenious, very great businesses in their own right, and doing awesome things. And so we really must celebrate all of them, the nominees and those who were not even nominated, because as I said, just entries alone, we had over 10,000.
There is an annual celebration of excellence and innovation in the sector, as the Vice President explains, is to draw more attention to the challenges and prospects in the micro, small, medium enterprises sector.
We're greatly encouraged by the innovation of young Nigerians and your resilience. We're on the right path, and I very strongly believe that what we're seeing today, once our business environment gets better and we improve our business environment, improve access to credit for many of our young businesses, unleash this waiting talent and creativity, our country will certainly never be the same.
Different than putting or giving special attention to, removing the hiccups and the normal bureaucracies that stops the proliferation of small businesses, and putting special funds in order to support the small and medium enterprises, and taking power, electricity, which is very essential for the success of businesses in order for them to thrive, and giving them the protection and security that is very essential in the normal business setting. So we are doing all that, and we've been getting the support of the federal government in those regards.
Individuals and organizations described as dependable partners for all MSME clinics-related programs received commendation. From the banquet hall of the State House, Jide Onifade, NTA News.
Nigeria is set to utilize its legal provisions that empower the federal government to collect taxes on profits made in the country by global technology and digital firms not based in the country, but with a significant economic presence here in Nigeria. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo said this while interacting with a delegation of the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria, led by its president, Adesina Adedayo. Again, State House correspondent Gideon Ifade reports.
The federal government, as Vice President Yemi Osinbajo said, would not be raising tax rates at this time, based on the Finance Act 2019, and explained that the federal government is already empowered to widen the tax net, including by collecting taxes on the Nigerian income of global technology giants with significant economic presence in the country. And this is even if they have not established an office or permanent establishment and are currently not paying taxes in Nigeria. The Vice President explained that the Finance Act has shown that the government is very prepared to ensure that the big technology companies do not escape without paying their fair share of taxation in Nigeria.
The first Vice President's response was such that gave us comfort in the sense that a lot of the issues we mentioned from his response is already being addressed at even governance level. And in the other areas where we serve as in advisory capacity, he has encouraged us to say when we have issues on that, we should continuously engage with his office to ensure that things get done effectively. Because ultimately, the issue of social contract in terms of tax and the general public is a critical one for us because we want the government to do what governance is all about. And we as citizens are also meant to do what a citizen is expected to do in terms of compliance with issues of law and fulfilling your civic responsibilities.
In the State House, Jide Onifade, NTA News.
And now to business news. Development experts enjoin government and private organizations to develop entrepreneurial skill of young Nigerians. Let's join Kunle Ade for details.
Based on experts' analysis, the public service cannot absorb all youths given the size of the country's population, put at about 200 million, with the youths constituting the larger chunk. Being gainfully engaged in the contemporary world has now become survival of the fittest. An entrepreneur, Kingsley Bangwell, emphasized that young entrepreneurs who are passionate about growing their ventures should be the target of development organizations.
We are in a COVID-19 post-recovery era. And one of the things most nations are doing is to help businesses recover because businesses are the biggest employers of labor. And so you also agree that young people are the drivers of entrepreneurship and small businesses, but also to empower and support young entrepreneurs with business education and also with seed capital for them to also support their business because some of them, their capitals got wiped out during COVID and all kinds of stuff happened to them. So this for us, we think is very, very important.
It is. The youth are not the leaders of tomorrow. They're leaders of today. And yesterday is here already. So we need to begin to, it's time to be very deliberate about how we orientate our young people, how we teach our young people, how we engage our young people as parents, as individuals, as citizens, as a nation.
They, however, implored the youths to step out of their comfort zones and embrace challenges. With business news, I'm Kunle Ade.
Let's shift our attention to agriculture now. The National Agricultural Land Development Authority under the Federal Ministry of Agriculture has signed a memorandum of understanding with the Abia State government on agricultural program in the state. Musa Babaliu reports.
Under the memorandum of understanding, the Abia State government will provide land for the federal government to establish farm estate for youths interested in farming activities. This will include engagement of youths in poultry, which is expected to lead and further boost chicken and egg production in the state. The Executive Secretary of the National Agricultural Land Development Authority signed the MOU with the state government.
And what that means to Abia people is that Abia will be known for production of eggs and finished product in terms of chicken. And unemployment will definitely reduce drastically.
The state is also to benefit from NALDA Women Empowerment Program. Fish ponds are being established in 50 locations in the state, which will be made available to women interested in fish business. Similar fish program is underway in Maiduguri, Borno State.
3 locations to take in women into the value chain of fish production from the hatchery point to growing, processing and packaging. Again, NALDA's mandate is to make sure that we achieve food security, and not only for our consumption, but for export in order to earn the foreign.
The mandate given to NALDA by President Muhammadu Buhari is to open up and create platform that will boost agricultural activities and at the same time create job opportunity for the teeming youths. Musa Baba Aliyu, NTA News.
And still on agriculture, the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, in partnership with Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association, has initiated a new policy known as National Animal Identification and Traceability System as part of the strategies to end the lingering farmers-herders conflicts and also to boost livestock farming in the southwest region. Yemi Dalemo was at the advocacy campaign on the policy held in Abuja, Ogun State, and now reports.
Afforded relevant stakeholders in the livestock sector and value chain the opportunity to know more about the new policy to enhance livestock farming in the southwest region through the implementation of the National Animal Identification and Traceability System. The policy, as stipulated by the International Committee for Animal Recording, is characterized by the use of forgery-proof air tags and livestock passports.
If you fix it on the ears, it will show you everything about that cow. Why it was born, who is the owner, and what is the address. We are scanning it and giving it to security agents. And therefore, we are saving the animals. We are saving our property.
Members of Mieti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, while commending the initiative, say it will foster cooperation, peaceful coexistence between farmers and herders, resist invasion of foreign pastoralists, among other benefits.
We are accepting the tag is very, very important to us because the tag has a barcode and it has a number, a traceable number in which it can be traced through satellite or through mobile phones.
With this system they bring, I think when government hold it well and manage it as they explain to us, I think this can reduce the clashes of farmers and the herders.
The gathering agreed that the policy will also help to nip in the bud other security breaches occasioned by lack of effective animal information management for economic growth in Nigeria through livestock farming. In Abuja, Yemi Dalemo, NTA News.
From Abuja, we take you to Imo State, where the governor, Hope Uzodinma, has pledged commitment to provision of an enabling environment to make room for ease of doing business. He made this known when he received a delegation of National Onion Producers, Processors and Marketers Association of Nigeria in Government House, Owerri. Bright Ebuchu reports.
The National Onion Producers, Processors and Marketers Association of Nigeria are in Imo State to deliberate on recent attacks on members of the association in Imo State, which has posed a challenge to meeting the demand of onion consumers in the state. National President of the association, Alhaji Aliyu Metasimo, lauded Governor Uzodinma for his commitment in promoting unity and peaceful coexistence in the Southeast region, stressing that the association is willing to collaborate with the government if an enabling environment is provided to ensure ease of doing business.
We request His Excellency to set up a committee that will consist of Imo State indigents and our members for the promotion of onion business in Imo State.
Governor Hope Uzodinma sympathized with the association on the unfortunate loss of lives and goods belonging to some of their members during the recent crisis in the state. He further pledges to set up a committee to work out modalities to cushion the effect of the unfortunate incident.
I have a duty as the governor of the state to make sure that every Nigerian in this part of the country, Imo State, where I'm the governor, must be protected.
The outcome of the meeting is an agreement to work together to ensure that peace prevails. In Owerri, Bright Ebuchu, NTA News.
Well, this is the news at 10 on NTA News 24. Still to come. All Progressives Congress Party releases timetable for conduct of congresses. This and more when we return. Thank you for rejoining us and talking religious news now. Over time, skill acquisition has been advocated as one way to end high rate of unemployment in Nigeria. The Christian Social Responsibility Department of the Redeemed Christian Church of God is now taking this advocacy a notch higher by providing training in several skill areas for people living in Nasarawa State. Ekene Ndulwe reports.
21-year-old Thank God Eyimoga from Masaka in Nasarawa State holds a national diploma in computer science, but no practical knowledge of computer repairs. Thanks to the week-long training by the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Thank God now feels confident and ready to start his own business in computer repairs. Proudly, other participants exhibited their skills and products from shoemaking, fashion, phone repairs, and more.
This training has helped me to be able to, the fear is no longer there. I can be able to walk into any place and dismantle any system and fix it.
Now I can fix different kind of phone. Now I'm CEO of myself. Now I can still train people.
I could make this on my head, different design. With this that I've done, I could offer something to the world, even without employment.
For the Redeemed Christian Church of God, the aim is to lift more people out of poverty.
The empowerment is not in the certificate, but in what you are able to put it into, what you are able to do with your hand.
Laziness, idleness is not condoned, even within the body of Christ. Hence, the authority of this church came up with this idea of empowering people.
And it's a way to support the federal government and other subnational governments on how to reduce unemployment.
For Thank God and 118 other participants, they have been given a new lease of life and the future looks brighter. In Abuja, Ekene Ndulwe, NTA News.
Let's shift our attention to safety now. The increasing cases of gas explosion involving tankers laden with liquefied petroleum gas is one that has not gone unnoticed by the Federal Road Safety Corps, Lagos Command and other road traffic incidents. Our Yusuf Jibo reports that efforts to address the worrisome trend informed a strategic collaboration between the FISC and sister agencies in Lagos.
Available statistics by the Federal Road Safety Corps shows that a total of 650 tankers and trailers were involved in road crashes, leading to loss of lives and over 39 billion naira in 2018. The sector commander FRSC Lagos, Olusegun Ogungbemide, revealed that traffic crash incidents involving tankers conveying dangerous and inflammable substances such as gas and premium motor spirit, containerized trucks and other articulated vehicles could be avoided if operators of these vehicles operate in compliance with the minimum safety standards prescribed by the Corps.
The FRSC, drawing from available statistics on the number of RTCs involving these categories of vehicles, has put in place strategic measures to stem the unhealthy ties, one of which is the Safe to Load program.
Other road safety and road maintenance agencies present at the event unanimously agreed that the attainment of a safe motoring environment is everybody's responsibility.
As long as we sit back and worry about the repercussions of those that have vested interest in this anomaly, then we are all in trouble.
We need to put the actions into place that will see citizens be able to drive and go about their business safely.
All traffic and road safety management agencies in the state have resolved to work together to totally clamp down on all vehicles that are not fit to operate on Lagos roads. In Lagos, Awol Yusuf Jibo, NTA News.
The presidency says the federal government has already responded to the demands recently made by the Niger Delta Avengers. A statement by the special advisor to the president on media and publicity, Femi Adesina, indicates that it is, however, curious that the threat was coming less than 48 hours after President Muhammadu Buhari met with the leadership of the Niger Delta and the Ijaw National Congress at the presidential villa, and the germane issues had been responded to, especially call for restructuring of the federation and the inauguration of a board for the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC. The statement also recalls the response by President Muhammadu Buhari, assuring leadership of the Niger Delta and the Ijaw National Congress that the 10-point demand to the federal government is being addressed by his administration. President Buhari also acknowledged the rate of environmental degradation in the region and pointed to the hydrocarbon pollution remediation project, which has started work with remediation efforts in Ogoniland, and which he directed the Minister of Environment to ensure that the projects are implemented with a high percentage of local content and inclusion of the surrounding communities. Meanwhile, Minister of the Niger Delta, Senator Godswill Akpabio, has reiterated President Muhammadu Buhari's commitment to rewrite history in the Niger Delta region by rebuilding access to services and infrastructural development. Senator Akpabio was speaking when he met with Chargé d'Affaires of Embassy of the island to Nigeria, Mr. Conor Finn, who paid him a visit in Abuja. The minister noted that since discovery of oil in Oloibiri, Bayelsa State, the people of Niger Delta region have contended with violence, militancy and deprivation, as well as pollution in many areas that have oftentimes led to the destruction of aquatic life. The Chargé d'Affaires of the Embassy of Ireland to Nigeria, Mr. Conor Finn, commended efforts by the federal government at repositioning and curbing extremism within the region and pledged Ireland's commitment to partner the ministry to provide sustainable development in the Niger Delta. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has taken a bold step towards ensuring financial autonomy of the legislative arm of government with a view to addressing issues that resulted in the recent strike called off by the Parliamentary Staff Association of Nigeria. This was demonstrated when he signed into law 3 bills, including Lagos State House of Assembly Service Commission Bill in Lagos. Musa Toliad has details.
The 3 bills signed into law are the amended Lagos State House of Assembly Service Commission Bill, the Lagos State Sports Commission Bill, and the amended Lagos State Independent Electoral Commission Bill. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu reiterated that laws, especially the Sports Commission law, will further give impetus to sports development and provide a viable alternative to criminal tendencies.
We and the executive will continue to see the independence of the legislature as given. The second one regarding our sports and our sport ministry and our sports commission is really to deepen sport activity in the state.
Speaker, Lagos House of Assembly, Right Honorable Mudashiru Abasa, who was in attendance to witness the event, stressed that the move to amend the laws was born out of the commitment to enhanced working relationship between the executive and legislative arm of government in the state.
The 3 laws are very good for the progress of the state and the people of the state. As we are all aware that in Lagos State, we have very strong collaboration between the House and the executive, and this has tremendously helped governance in Lagos State.
The governor, however, assured Lagos residents that no efforts will be spared to ensure good governance is sustained in the state. In Lagos, Musa Toliad, NTA News.
Let's talk politics now. Following approval by the Governor Maimala Buni-led Caretaker and Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee, the All Progressives Congress has released the timetable and schedule of activities for the conduct of its wards, local government and states congresses. A statement by the party's Director of Organization, Professor Al-Mustafa Usiju Medina, ward congresses will hold on 24th July 2021. Local government congresses, including 3-man delegates to National Convention, will hold on 14th August 2021. State congresses will hold on 18th of September 2021. The APC in the statement said female aspirants and physically challenged aspirants are to pay 50% of the prescribed fees for each position. Information managers of the All Progressives Congress have commended President Muhammadu Buhari for resisting pressure to embark on anti-people policies. The APC information managers at federal and state levels who spoke after a meeting with the Progressives Governors Forum in Lagos thanked the president for not bowing to pressure under abrogation of fuel subsidy and a stoppage of anchor borrowers program and borrowings for infrastructural development. The Director General of Voice of Nigeria, Osita Okechukwu, who addressed journalists at the end of the meeting, said the takeaway was the commendation for President Buhari for not succumbing to pressure, as there would have been unintended hyperinflation, which will further fuel the already existing inflation and even take meals off the tables of millions of people in the country. News at 10 is live on NTA News 24. There will be more reports after this break. Stay with us.